Out of all of the synchro monsters that were used during the 5Ds era, only a few were able to get an assault mode form. Those included those included Arcanine Magician, Stardust Dragon, and Red Dragon Archfiend. Now, after almost 20 years, Black Rose Dragon has been added to that list because it has officially gotten an assault mode form, and we could be looking at a very busted card for 2026. Excuse me, but not only that, there is also a brand new Predaplant fusion that has also been added, and apparently it can be used as a super poly target. So what are these cards? Well, as Trick Williams would always say, let's talk about it. So first up is Black Rose Dragon Assault Mode, and they will both be released in the newest product known as the Valuable Book EX6, which will be released on March 19th, and it essentially becomes like a it's basically like a card catalog, if you will, of sorts. Um, excuse me. And I don't know, guys. This book could be very interesting. But let's talk about Black Rose Dragon Assault Mode. And honestly, this looks so badass. Like every single form of Black Rose Dragon looks hella badass, including this one. But it is a 9-star fire dragon with 2,900 attack, 2,300 defense, and it says that it cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summon with assault mode activate. And the first and second effects are once per turn. The first effect reads: you can reveal this card in your hand, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, change the attack of one face-up monster on the field to 0. Second effect: if this card is special summoned or a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can destroy all cards on the field. Third effect reads: if this card is destroyed, you can special summon one Black Rose Dragon from your graveyard. This honestly is kind of cracked because this can threaten lethal. If you're going for if you attempt to go to summon out Black Rose Dragon and your opponent goes let's say what's a good example? Bottomless. You know, if they attempt to go bottomless, or if they attempt to activate some other card that pops your dragon, let's say Majesty. Majesty of the White Dragons, I think it's called, which is the new the Blue Eyes card. If you summon Black Rose Dragon and they chain Majesty, targeting Black Rose Dragon, you can chain assault mode activate, pitch Black Rose, and summon her out. You essentially will have yourself a board wipe, because this card can basically just nuke the entire board. And if you know you have game, that's kind of cracked. That is kind of cracked. I don't know what the ruling is going to be with this one as far as its second effect goes. I think Black Rose Assault also gets destroyed. I'm not sure if that is the case. Though I'm sure there'll probably be some sort of ruling posted on Reddit or something saying oh oh it can't it can't be destroyed, or it doesn't get destroyed, or or something like that. But it also acts as a monster reborn for Black Rose Dragon, which can help you go into Rudy Rose Dragon, which banishes all cards in both graveyards, and you essentially have yourself a very beefy dragon, which is kind of cracked. I will say, Black Rose Dragon Assault mode definitely is going to be interesting. Would I say that is if I can find it? If I can find it, might be in this deck box. Yes, it looks like it. Would I say that it's on the level of no, it's not. Nope. No, it ain't. Thought it was in here, but it's not. It must be in another. It must be in another deck box I have. Would I say that it's on the level of Stardust Assault mode? Might be in here. Here we are. Here we are. Found it. Here we are. And if you guys are curious about this stack of cards, these are mostly all cards from the legendary 5Ds decks that I opened up last year. Shoutouts to Collectible Exchange in Rancho Cucamonga. I actually got the set from them. If you guys have not checked out that opening, check it out, because think about this. The reprints the reprint hand traps that you get are crazy. Call by, Chalice, Ghost Mourner, Imperm, all three Mole Charmies, Ghost Sister, Ghost Ogre, Valor, Ash Blossom, Ghost Bell. I said it before in that video, and I will say it again. I dare someone to go on social media or post in the comments, and I dare them to tell me that set is not busted. Because again, it's like what, $30 right now? I think it went down I think it went down in price for some weird reason. But I dare someone to tell me that set's not busted, because you get all the meta hand traps. You get three of the most broken archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Obviously, Black Wings, perfect for Edison, Stardust, and even also Black Rose. Come on. You buy three of those, you would have hand traps for days with that one. But going back to Black Rose Assault mode, this is Stardust Assault mode. Would I say that it's on the level of this card? I don't know. That's kind of hard to say, because with Stardust Assault mode, its effect reads as follows. You contribute this card to negate the activation of a spell, trap, or affect monster's effect, and destroy that card. If you negate an effect this way, you can special summon this card from your grave during the end phase. When this card on the field is destroyed, you can special summon Stardust Dragon from your grave. So what's cool about this card is that it's literally an Omni negate. You can negate everything, and it's just busted. It's just too broken. It's just too broken. Would I say that this card is on the level of... Would I say that their power levels are even? Honestly, I don't think so. My honest opinion, I don't think so. I feel like because Sorry guys, I'm like trying to get my shit, put my shit back over there. Anyway, would I say would I consider Black Rose Dragon Assault to be on the same level as Stardust Assault? In a matter of speaking, yes, because with Black Rose you have essentially a board wipe, and with Stardust Dragon you have an Omni Negate. So their power levels are pretty. As far as their effects, their power levels are pretty much the same. I think, but I think Stardust Assault might be a little bit better, but in terms of modern Yu-Gi-Oh, I'd say Black Rose is a lot better. But that brings us to the new Predaplant fusion, and it is known as Predaplant D Devil. D Devil? Yeah, D Devil. Which honestly, the artwork looks really cool. It kind of looks like something. It kind of looks like something out of Ghost Rider in a way. And if you guys remember the movie Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage, you guys already know what I'm talking about. Like this gives off the vibes of Ghost Rider in my opinion. But anyway, it is a 6-star Dark Plant fusion with 2200 attack, 1500 defense, and it requires one Predaplant monster plus a level 1 monster. So in a manner of speaking, you can use this as a super poly target. You would have to have a Predaplant on board or a level 1. So it's either you have the Predaplant monster and your opponent has the level 1, or vice versa. Must first be either fusion summon or special summon from your extra deck by attributing a monster on either field with a predator counter and a Predaplant monster. The effect is a once per turn that reads: during the main phase, if this card was special summoned this turn, you can target spells and traps on the field up to the number of monsters with a predator counter, destroy them. So again, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This could potentially be a super poly target, but it can also be a contact target as well. So what I mean by that. What I mean by that is, let's say for example your board is Orpheus Scorpio, and I'll say, where is it? I think I have it in here. I think I have it in this deck. This is my DD deck. Yeah, let's say you have this on board as well. Right? Orpheus Scorpio and this card on the board. If you use this card's effect to make your opponent's monsters levels 1, and you have Orpheus Scorpio on board, you can literally contact fuse that monster plus the Scorpio, and you can instantly make this guy without any problems. And what's cool about this is that this essentially becomes a makeshift Harpy's Feather Duster, which is insane. Like it's literally literally you can do that. And what's even more cool is that if you have another level 6 on board, you can automatically go into a rank 6. I would say you can go into Wave High King Caesar, but I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Yeah, no, you can't. You can't. No, unfortunately not. Theoretically, you could go into a card like let's say Jinzo Layered as a good example. I don't really know if you can though. Because Jinzo Layered, nobody plays that card anymore. It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. I will say that both these cards are definitely busted, but I think Black Rose Dragon Assault mode is probably going to be better because of the fact that it's a board wipe, and it essentially becomes a makeshift Nibiru. So this basically puts Nibiru to shame. Literally, it puts Nib to shame. And I mean, again, Black Rose Dragon Assault could be could probably be one of the most meta-defying cards of 2026. Possible? Absolutely. Bound to happen? We don't know because it hasn't been released in the TCG. I'm assuming that we'll probably get this card in the TCG probably sometime in the summer this year, or potentially in the fall. I'm not entirely sure. There hasn't been really anything announced for either card. They might get printed in a core set, but because these cards had just recently been announced, odds are we're probably going to be seeing them in a side set like similar to Maze of Muertos, or similar to Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem, or something along those lines, if you will. But we will just have to wait and see. But with that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.